In the previous major update, Mojang and their puppet master decided to release 1.21, which added the trial chambers. This is easily one of my favorite structures in the game, or possibly the favorite. So much functionality and replayability all in 4,000 or so copper blocks. But let me ask you a quick question. Have you ever woke up and said loudly to yourself, I'm feeling some Arby's tonight? And how many advancements can you get in the trial chambers? Yeah, so today we are going to discuss the amount of advancements you can physically earn from the trial chambers alone. That's right, anything that isn't involved with the trial chambers is not going to count, so other bombs and structures won't influence this video. Only items that you can possibly acquire within the trial chambers and its features will. Yeah, so I'm gonna just invent a spell for this video to leave from the intro. Continuous boinkingos. What the f- what? Why did I write that? So starting off with the first advancement, imagine you spawn directly in a trial chambers, which isn't possible, but who gives a shit? And you get your first advancement, which is when you enter a trial chambers. The zestiness in this is literally unreal. How surprised you would have been to get an advancement before you even finished loading up the world. As well as that, you spawn in the tree room, from which you can get wood, which will obviously be useful later. The pots in the hallway can give you all these items, but only these four are useful. Having iron and diamonds in your inventory grants you 2 advancements respectively, and the key will obviously be useful if you ever acquire it from the pots, and the arrows will as well be useful in the late game.
While in the hallway, you will definitely encounter some of the trial spawners and the mobs from them, which sadly don't drop armor, but that's not the point. Killing these mobs still grant us 2 advancements, which are Adventure and Monster Hunter.
The mob spawners are also located in their respective block pattern. The ones that will be useful are the spider, the skeleton, and the slime spawning platforms, since they have cobwebs, stone, bone blocks, and moss respectively. With the wood acquired from this thing, you are able to craft a crafting table, which grants you this guy right here. With the crafting table, you can craft a wooden pickaxe to mine the stone, which also gives you a juicy advancement, and craft the next tier or find a stone pickaxe in a supply barrel, which grants you getting an upgrade. With the stone pickaxe, you can mine the bone blocks, and with combination of the moss, you can obtain seeds. And if you go back to obtain the dirt from the tree room, or already did, you can tilt it with a hoe and plant the seed to achieve a seedy place. I do have one more thing though for those stupid ass stone pickaxe haters. So if you already have iron ingots from chests or decorated pots, you can instead craft an iron pickaxe, which rewards you with an advancement, and then you are able to do the previous steps after crafting. So, so far we got like 10 advancements, but... Say you defeat some of the trial spawners and get this magical looking pedophilic key, and open a vault and get some special looking items like, honey bottles. Yeah, these honey bottles crafted together can make a honey block, which can give you a sticky situation if performed correctly. Also, if you have the luck of Donald Duck not getting down from CSGO snipers, you are able to obtain a trident, and throwing it will grant you an advancement. If you somehow pull a trident and a diamond chestplate from the same vault, I personally give you 5 Bolivia for you to spend it on, like a leaf or something, and that shit is worth nail clips remains, I'm sorry. By the way, I mentioned the diamond chestplate cause right above the chances of a trident is a diamond chestplate, which coincidentally gives you an advancement when acquiring it. Wowzers. From the screen, oh shit, sorry guys, the KSI is just taking me over, dude. From the vault, you can also acquire a shield, which is great for blocking skeleton shots, which doubles greatness cause doing exactly that grants you an advancement. Yeah, the vault thing is still not done. From the vault, you can obtain a crossbow. Yes, we are doing this shit again. Just shooting the crossbow will immediately grant you 2 advancements. You wanna know what the next advancement is, honey? Actually not honey, we already did that, baby. Actually also not baby, I did not have an abortion. F it, arbor-listic. This advancement practically made my channel grow like 5,000 subscribers, so yeah, it's back again. If you get 5 unique mobs in a perfectly lined up area, you can obtain Arbalistic. But how do we get 5 unique mobs in the first place? After all, only 4 unique mobs max can spawn from 1 trial chambers, and the breeze doesn't get damaged by projectiles, so only 3 out of the 5 mobs, which won't cut it. Well, luckily, the Mojang devs decided to add a cool concept of a potion, the Potion of Infestation. If you hurt a mob, they have a 5% chance of spawning a silverfish, which makes 4 mobs. Now, I could implement oozing into this act as well, but I need a smooth transition to the next advancement after this, so in some dispensers within the trial chambers, you can find eggs. These eggs allow you to hatch chickens, which adds up to the 5 unique mobs necessary for the advancement to be earned. If you got fortunate enough getting a crossbow with piercing 4 through a vault though. Oh my terrate, smooth transition time. Remember those eggs in the big hole that threw them all out? Yeah, if we were able to hatch multiple chickens, aka just 2 of them, you have enough to force them to have the fun moment. And with the seeds from the moss block harvested, you can make that dream real. But that's not all. If you trap either a stray, bogged, or a skeleton, you can try your best to snipe them from 50 blocks away and earn an advancement. You won't believe it, baby, the vault has even more advancements. So the vault can dispense you an armor trim, specifically the bolt armor trim. And luckily, we have all the materials to craft a smithing table, so we can achieve crafting a new look by applying it on the diamond chestplate. Finally, we reach the final advancement of the vault, which is literally the first advancement you see when using a vault, under lock and key, which just requires you to open a vault with the trial key. Something else that's also important is that the vault can rarely give you a bad omen potion, which can be used to access the ominous trials and ominous vaults. Yippee! So yeah, the ominous vaults can give you even better stuff than normal vaults, but sadly, in this case, less advancements. In this type of vault, you can obtain an iron block with an 11% chance, which can give you enough iron to craft an iron chestplate to earn the advancement Suit Up, if you hadn't already. You can also gain an advancement for opening the ominous vault, which I surprisingly almost forgot. I don't know how. Also, you can rarely get golden or even notch apples from these. When eaten, grants you husbandry, which just requires you to eat anything, Lamau. Alright, let's get to the good stuff, the heavy core. Obtaining this feels legendary, cause its annoying ass 7.5% chance of obtaining is so f***ing fake. But even better, this boy, with the combination of a long sticky white rod, can earn you an advancement. Also for this, I'd recommend Density, an enchantment that makes the mace do more damage than it already does, which we can also acquire through the vault. Well, before we can even perform the advancement, we need to first relieve a breeze from its rod. All we have to do is find a breeze trial spawner in some of the chambers and kill them, which mostly drop more than 1 rod actually. By the way, did you know that you can craft the rod into more wind charges? Crazy, right? You know what we can perform with them? One of my favorite advancements in Minecraft called Who Needs Rockets, which requires you to blow yourself 7 blocks in the air with 1 wind charge. If you ever wanted to kill the breeze in the trendy way, by the way, all you need to do is make sure the breeze is at half a heart, and then you need to reflect his thrown wind charge with a well-timed punch to achieve this advancement flying on the screen currently. Alright, back to the mace. In order to get this advancement called Overkill, you need to deal at least 50 damage to any mob while using the maces to mace. In some room in the trial chambers, you can find some tall enough to achieve this, which is great.
Now that we are done with, hold on, let me count, 27 advancements in, we still have surprisingly even more to discuss.
Yes, the trial chambers are pretty crazy, so one thing I forgot to mention all the way back at that one tree room is that you have a high % chance of acquiring a wooden axe, which when used on a waxed copper block, you take off the oxidization protection and also gain an advancement. Now for the opposite. Honeycombs spawn highly in those exact same chests, which you can apply to a non-protected copper block and get wax on. Someone really liked Karate Kid in the office, huh? With that exact same axe, guys, you can also remove the oxidization of a copper block and also gain an advancement called Lighten Up. Alright, now let's talk water. In many dispensers you can find water buckets and just fountains in general, and from cobblers from the spider trial spawner platform and common sticks, you can craft a fishing rod and start your hour run on fishing while your head continuously shouts your inner Korean mindset, until you catch leather boots of any kind. From fishing normally, you get an advancement, and with the leather boots, all you have to do is locate the powder snow room in a trial chambers and walk on it with your shiny new Yeezys to obtain light as a rabbit. How does leather boots even make you lighter though? Anyways, from all the time spent fishing, a wandering trader hopefully would have appeared by now. Since you can retrieve plentiful emeralds from the pots and vaults, you can trade with him. All you need from him though is pumpkin seeds and a bucket of any fish. With the pumpkin seeds, you can grow a pumpkin and carve it using shears. And since you can get enough iron for an iron golem, aka 36 ingots, you can make the Tony Starkless Iron Man. And buying a bucket of fish from the wandering trader, all you need to do is place the fish down and re-pick them up.
So in total, from one guy with 2 llamas, you can achieve 4 advancements. I guess Mock Swap was right about, wait a minute, hold on, 4? Let me explain. So if you catch the wandering trader with his trader llamas crawling around, you can make Wandy T the 3rd wheel and steal his llama friend to achieve best friends forever.
Okay guys, only a few more remain. From harvesting all the pots for emeralds or iron, you must have gotten so many pottery shards. All you need is 4 however to remake a pot and achieve careful restoration. And if it suddenly becomes night, you can sleep in it and obtain sweet dreams. And finally, since the trial chambers are all pretty much underground, if you have a dark enough area for glow squids to spawn, you can rip out their saggy sacks and splat their mysterious liquid on a sign to get our final advancement acquirable within the trial chambers.
And our total adds up to 40 advancements. Would that be card or cash? I'll use an AK-47. Oh, f me that.